So for somebody listening to this right now and just they're stopped dead in their tracks, and they said, what Keith just said, what Keith and Mark are talking about is literally where I am right now. I don't feel like I have any, like I have relationships with men, but it's the, hey, let's watch the game and drink beers type relationship. After that, nothing else. But I really need to open up. I really need to be, I need to connect to humankind. I really need to be connected. Like what do you say to that person? How do you at least point them in the right direction? What kind of guidance can you give that person listening right now?
The ultimate guidance that I give people is trust yourself, because only you know what you need. And if you can humble yourself to listen to yourself, you will find out what it is you need to do. And so if we're moving through the world and we're feeling, let's say, alone, then there's something in us that's yearning for connection. And so what that means is that we have to trust that and seek out connection. And if your relationship with your male friends is just watching the game, I would say probably they want to go deeper too. And we all carry our fears about exposing who we truly are, even to our closest confidants and loved ones. But ultimately, the people who you want to go deeper with, they probably want to go deeper with you. And we carry this narrative from the culture that the man, like you were talking about, Mark, the man needs to be, strong and stoic and not show any sign of weakness. And truly, the greatest strength that you can show is to bare yourself, is to open yourself up vulnerably, because that, the strongest guy in the room is the guy who is baring himself, who's showing, this is who I am, because he's recognizing, I'm putting myself out there, but I'm, and I'm making myself vulnerable. And you don't walk into a battlefield with your hands tied behind your back unless you're the most badass person out there who isn't afraid of, whatever might come flying at you. So this is kind of an upending of that typical mode of how we view what being strong is. Really, the deepest strength comes from being courageous enough to bare yourself. So if you're wanting to go deeper with your buddies, your friends, open that door and see who might walk through. And some people might not be ready, and that's okay too. But if you're ready and you're feeling that calling from within to deepen your relationship, or to find people who are ready to see you, then follow that, trust that, because you know what you need.